when you really like a home and you like the school district, you want to see things positively because you're optimistic. So with that positive, optimistic attitude, you give trust. And unfortunately, sometimes that's taken advantage of, or there are things overlooked. A roof certification by a licensed roofing contractor. I'm kind of partial to Roof Life of Oregon. We have looked at roofs for 36 years now, all put on by everybody else. We figure out what's wrong with them and well care them. So we're really good at finding issues to help you make the best buy possible. And I had a client that called us out. They were a buyer, but they called us out after they had purchased the home. When we got to the home, we had found that we were there 3 months earlier and had flunked the home, meaning we could not certify it. The seller who had us out to get it certified didn't tell the buyer that. They just mentioned that they had the roof taken care of over the year by Roof Life of Oregon. That was shared to the realtor. The realtor told the buyer's realtor. The homeowner's shoulders went down and said, oh, okay. Well, if they've been having it taken care of, the buyer's realtor said, I still think we probably should have the roof certified. The homeowner said, there's so much more stuff going on here. Let's just not worry about it. Go forward 3 months. The buyer now calls Roof Life of Oregon. Our inspectors remember the roof. We have all the documentation on it. And we end up having to tell the buyer that, no, this roof in fact isn't certifiable. It is in failure and needs to be replaced within, the next year or so. So this became a $34,000 mistake, and it incurred on the buyer because they didn't spend $300 to have the roof information. Even just finding out that you just dodged a $34,000 bullet with information is worth $300. I had a buyer doing a move up to a $600,000 plus home, made an offer, they accepted it. Then they went to their 10-day inspection, and we ran into the snow and ice. So the days were clicking by. We got to that 6th or 7th day, and there's a panic happening in the buyers. You just want to lose the deal. I said to her, just ask for an extension because we can't get on the roofs. They're frozen and snowy. I got out there in a break in the weather, break in that snowy, wintry break, and I found out that the roof was absolutely gone. It was just wet rotted, dry rotted, crumbling, loss of binding resin. All the fiber was falling apart, and somebody had been up there putting metal shims everywhere and trying to do repairs. She said, my realtor says, let's just go with the seller's inspection. And I said, can I see that? And she emailed it to me. And what it said is, this roof may be certifiable with the following repairs, which is not a roof certification. I pointed that out to her. That word may is a killer in a legal description. It's going to leak any time, and it's going to be a big mess. And this is a $42,000 roof. So this is a very expensive deal for her that she would have to incur within 6 months, 3 or 4 months, I think. And what happened was she got my information, the value of the roof, that it was in failure, and they've negotiated down $40,000, and she was able to get her home. She paid us $300 for the information that brought to her $42,000. This happens a lot in Portland, but my concern is that it doesn't happen enough, and a lot of people are losing their equity and a lot of hard-earned dollars in this transaction that doesn't need to be.